Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me. Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. The views that I express are my own personal opinions and reactions for research and commentary, and everything is alleged. Join me while I discuss hot topics, reality TV, celebrity news, and more. Please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Mr. Carlos King, hold up. Wait 1 minute. I know you didn't get on YouTube and say that Robin Dixon is not given everything that she should on Real Housewives of Potomac. And I agree that story about Juan should have been on the show. But sir, you got a whole cast member that you executive produce on the show that you continue to say that you created, Miss Destiny Payton, that hasn't given us shit either. And I'm tripping because Carlos is more upset about Robin's admission more than he was about Tisha's admission after about 4-5 years that she experienced some form of cheating. Her husband got booty pics in a message, and that was a big story that we got 4-5 years later. Now, Robin said that her and Juan dealt with it, just like Tisha said her and Marceau dealt with it. Robin said it wasn't anything physical, just like Tisha said it wasn't anything physical. And Mr. Carlos was so shocked that Juan crept during the pandemic, but didn't Mr. Martell Holt do the same goddamn thing? We didn't see all of this passion then, Carlos. And I just jumped right into this video without even letting you guys know where I saw this at. But Carlos made a YouTube video today about his disappointment in Robin Dixon, again, coming out and saying, not on their show, but on the podcast that her and Giselle have, that she experienced something when it came to her husband. And if you guys didn't see my video, I put a video up about that earlier today. But Carlos was pissed, baby. Pissed. He said that he feels like it's a slap in the face. Just like we feel like it's a slap in the face with Destiny's ass that's been on your show, Carlos, for 4-5 years. And we don't know shit about her. But at least, and I get what Carlos is saying, don't get me wrong, but at least Robin is getting paid for spilling her own tea, because Destiny has said more shit on YouTube and Instagram for free than she has on Carlos's #1 show. Now, you are Destiny's boss, and you haven't shown that you've been this pissed at her like you are with Robin. This man said he was infuriated. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think that, and I'm sure that Carlos is happy in his position with OWN. He's right. He does have a #1 show, thanks to Mill and Martell. But he seems like that he's truly, truly invested in those Bravo shows. But during this video today, he talks about how he's so committed that he flew to Jackson, Mississippi, and he flew to Huntsville to make sure that he was telling his cast they need to give the real. And Carlos, that flight to Huntsville probably should have happened when it concerns Destiny, Marceau, Tisha, Kimmy, Maurice. You should have flew in about 2-3 years ago, sir. Because again, Love and Marriage Huntsville is based on Melody Cherie and Martell Holt. And you haven't even required your own cast to talk about their real lives. Yes, Kimmy was vulnerable this season because of her health issues. But what else, really, has Kimmy and Maurice given us? Please tell me. What has Marceau and Tisha really given us? I'll wait. He goes on to say that the cast of Real Housewives of Potomac are focused on exposing each other and throwing each other under the bus. Newsflash, Negro. That's exactly what your cast has done, male and female. That's what they've done to Mel. Thrown her under the bus. Tried to expose her. So I don't know if it's because you're so focused on Bravo that you don't see what's happening right under your eyes, but we see it. And we want to know where's your anger and disgust for them. And he kept saying, we want to know about your real life, your real life. Do you remember when Marceau threatened to quit Love and Marriage Huntsville and you made a deal with him and you told him that he can focus on his business instead of what was really going on? We heard that on your podcast. And guess what Marceau and Tisha did after that? They didn't talk about shit but the Holts. So it's the audacity for me. Now, I do agree that the storyline about Chris Bassett was totally made up and it was wrong. But how much shit has Martell made up about Mel? Do you guys remember? I can name a number of things that Martell has made up or that Martell didn't mention until after Mel finally left him and after Mel finally divorced him. Where's that anger, Carlos? You're mad that they said that about Chris Bassett. What about getting mad about the shit that Martell said about Mel? He needs to take a fine-tooth comb and a magnifying glass and look at his own shit. And then he had the nerve to say that a lot of people wonder, why is Robin on Real Housewives of Potomac? Guess what, Carlos? We've been wondering the same about Destiny. Why is Destiny on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Again, the focus is on the Bravo shows. The shit is happening on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Carlos then went on to mention how all of these shows have fallen off and how they suck. And guess what, Carlos? Love and Marriage Huntsville would have fell off too had it not been for who? Melody Cherie. Because we watched every castmate on that show for the past 2 years talk about Mel. So much so that we heard new producers had to be brought in for this coming season that you guys are currently filming to make sure that these other people that's been collecting checks on your show, just like Robin has been collecting checks on Bravo, we heard the new producers have come in to make sure that they try to give us something after 4 to 5 years. Again, the audacity. And you know Carlos is gonna keep saying he's the king of reality TV. Carlos, let's be clear. Melody Holt revived your career, sir. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna stand on it. Because we know, for whatever reason, it's been said that you voluntarily left Real Housewives of Atlanta or the Bravo network, period. And then it was also said that you were let go. And I'm going to go with let go. Because again, you can't seem to let go of talking about the show. Just my opinion. Now, he is a black man doing the damn thing. I'm going to give him that. But sir, pot, meat, kettle. Don't sugarcoat shit with Destiny on the reunion and then give your true and real feelings on your YouTube channel. That's the same shit that Robin did, isn't it? Because you sat there with Dustin Ross and you threw a whole lot of shade and you still didn't say her name, but a lot of us caught the shade. You threw a whole lot of shade to Destiny, but you didn't say it on that reunion stage. And he did mention and say that there is a reason that certain people ain't, and that's how he said it. There is a reason why certain people ain't on his show anymore. And he better be talking about Destiny. Because if she shows her ass up next season, we will come back and reference this video. Because she's given us nothing and you've allowed her to not give us anything. But yet you're sitting here mad at Robin Dixon. Make it make sense. So we want to see this passion and standards about your own cast. Destiny, Tisha, and Kimmy. He had the nerve to say that his cast could never say anything on any other platform and say, well, subscribe to my YouTube or go subscribe to my Patreon, basically saying that they would be let go. And I'm going to reference that video that he did, the recap, with Dustin Ross again. Dustin made sure to point out that Destiny gives up everything on the gram and not the cam. And a week after your recaps, what was Destiny doing? Giving free ass interviews on YouTube. She didn't even take that hint. So she better not be a cast member going forward on season 6. So yeah, I agree with Carlos when he said that all reality shows and all reality cast members need to give the real. But we're not going to act like everybody on his shows have been given the real. Again, there will be no Love and Marriage Huntsville if it wasn't for Melody Cherie and Mr. Martell Holt. And I'm really going to say Mel, because Mel is the one that chose to be transparent season 1 and share with the world what exactly was going on in her household and in her marriage. And it's because of her that Love and Marriage Huntsville has had this success. Because we know Martell was creeping all them years, and he said himself he didn't even want it discussed on the show. So Carlos, again, you need to be thanking Mel. But you guys, let me know if you were able to watch Carlos's video. If you haven't, go to his YouTube page. The Audacity is all I gotta say. The Audacity. Because I get that he's passionate. I feel the same exact way when it comes to what Robin did. But I also feel the same exact way because of the shit that Carlos's cast members have been able to get away with. So drop down, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it. Also, while you're here, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Chat with you guys soon. Bye.